Hello there, I didn't hear you come in, and for some reason I have a camera set up. Hi, I'm RuderSuper22, and this is my festive episode of sorts, and today we're going to look at two awesome games and decide which one's the best. We have Super Smash Bros. Brawl, the latest in Nintendo's line of fighters. This is on the Wii. I was looking for this for a very long time when I was younger, and I've played a few hours on it. It's not too bad. And we have the newcomer, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale on the PS3. I spent a few hours on this as well. It's pretty good. They're both good games. So we're gonna have a look. Which one's better? Let's decide through 6 key categories, which will be characters, items, stages, gameplay, single player, and most importantly, multiplayer. So sit back and relax as we see who's the champion out of these two contenders: Super Smash Bros. Brawl and PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. First up, there is Smash Bros. On the N64, followed by the classic Super Smash Bros. Me on GameCube. So many good memories of this game. Spent so many hours on it. It's always a stone cold classic. And in the wake of success, there was many imitators to its throne, including my recently covered DreamX TV World Fighters, Japanese import. And speaking of good Japanese imports games, you can't forget the Jump Superstar games on DS. Always a worthy purchase, and gets my personal thumbs up. So, here's the sequel to Melee. It's Super Smash Bros. Brawl on Nintendo Wii. So let's pop this sucker in once I find the bloody controls. So, is it in here? I've got so many controllers in this place. Bloody hell. And the thing is, you've got to put fresh batteries in these because it just, yeah, the battery's probably gone as well, which is always a good sign. Yeah, let's put this sucker in. And I'll put it in this bitch. This is a PS3, right? Probably. Go, action power! So I have to pick up these controls. The only thing I really can't stand about this is you can't use the GameCube controller. You have to use the Wii remotes, which is kind of annoying because I don't really want to use them for fighting. I want to use the gamepad. I'm stuck with the remotes. I'll put these down. Let's plug this in, and we'll get started. Category 1: Gameplay. The Smash Bros. Series has created a unique and great gaming formula, whereas to beat and knock out your opponent, you have to build up their damage meter so that you can either knock them off the stage, killing them. This can be done using attacks, items, and specials, and they can also fall off through gaps in the stage. Sony's efforts, however, are very slightly different, whereas you can kill opponents but only through doing a special, and to get a special you have to build out your meter by attacking others and using items. Specials can range from level 1 to 3 and are more potent and have different effects as you go up the levels to achieve victory, and then after the end of the match all KOs and get knocked out are added up and the winner is decided. Category 2: Characters. As to be expected, Nintendo's fire is full of their classic, memorable heroes and villains from all the ages. You have the greats of Mario, Link, Donkey Kong, Samus, as well as lesser known faces like Jigglypuff, Lucas, and Mr. Game & Watch. And yeah, you even get the Pokemon trainer, which is pretty cool. You get to change up your attacks. And also, you get 2 exclusive fighters. You get Sonic the Hedgehog, who has appeared for the first time in a Super Smash Bros. Game, and has his regular attacks and also his old sound effects. And he has his own stage, which you'll see later on. And then we also have Solid Snake. Solid Snake was supposed to appear in Super Smash Bros. Melee, however the development time ran out before he could be included, so instead he was put in Brawl in his Metal Gear Solid 2 outfit. In a nice little touch, you can actually look at each individual character's little statues, which you can be won throughout the game using the mini games with the coins. It's a nice little bonus, and you can explore more about the universe that Nintendo has. As well as being able to look at your characters individually, you can also view them as a whole collection on the table in the fictional room. Battle All-Stars also has a great selection of characters to choose from. from Raiden from the upcoming Metal Gear Rising Revengeance game, to Sackboy from Little Big Planet, and even our good old treasure hunter Nathan Drake makes an appearance. In a similar effort from PlayStation Battle All-Stars, you can look at your characters' profiles as well. However, it's not as animated or as entertaining as Brawl's efforts. Category 3: Stages. As to be expected, Super Smash Bros. Brawl carries on the prior tradition of its predecessors by having great stages steeped in Nintendo history. Any game you can remember right back from the NES to present day is more available in this version, including the great Luigi's Mansion. Oh, look at step on them there. And even the old Game & Watch series is not left out, making a return from Smash Bros. Melee. Look at Sonic doing a roll like a boss. And one of my favourite stages is the old Donkey Kong one. Look at Donkey Kong acting like a boss. But no, his dad or granddad, I can't remember what the story arc is, comes out, shows him how it's done. Boom! Yeah, eat that motherfucker. And also with the special characters making an appearance, you also have Metal Gear Solid's stage here from the first game. And look, you got Metal Gear Ray in the background. Look at Diddy to just show himself. Well, you would with that behind you, I guess. And last is also the Sonic the Hedgehog stage. I love this stage. It's a beautiful reminder of the 16-bit era, and I love the fact that this is on a Nintendo game many years ago. You wouldn't have thought you'd see this on a Nintendo game. And another feature I like is the ability as you can pause the game and scope around with the camera, have a look at your surroundings, and you can watch the characters platform. And look, even Yoshi's head's on the back of Donkey Kong's ass. Love it. A feature I really like is the ability to create and play your own stages. As you can see here, I created a replica of Saffron City from the first Smash Bros, one of my favourite stages. Unfortunately, there's no Pokemon poking that building to attack. And also the Super Mario 64 version as well from the same game. It's a nice little feature, and you can make endless possibilities happen. Great stuff. Battle All-Stars also has a great variant of stage selection, including some of our classic memories, including the dojo from Parappa the Rapper. Boy, how we all know that one. Including some more recent ones, including Loco Roco and Ratchet and Clank. And what I like about it is two stages are formed into one, as in you get the first half of the stage, and then something happens in the middle. Usually a monster pops out or something happens in the background. It's like the best of two worlds combined into one. And as you can see here, we got the upcoming Bioshock Infinite, which also combines with Twisted Metal in the background. So again, good stuff. Unfortunately, there's no creative map here or many to choose at the moment, but I'm sure we'll see to that, as everything is nowadays. Category 4: Items. As you can see, there are plenty of items to choose from for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Quite a few of them from Nintendo's own backlog of history, and some are unique to the Smash Bros. Universe. As you can see, at the top right, you can select how many items you want them to appear, so low, medium or high, how frequent they are, and you can even turn individual items on or off. You can have a whole Pokeball fight if you like, which is always pretty fun. Category 5: Single Player. Super Smash Bros. Brawl gives you even more things to play with in single player than its predecessor did before. You have the All-Star, which we'll look at later, which is like an adventure mode, basically. We have events, which we'll come to. It's basically different scenarios you get to play out against characters. Next main event, basically, is the classic mode, which was a staple since the very first Smash Bros. It's like an arcade mode as such, where you go with a character, go through about 10 or so stages, where you defeat Master Hand, and then you get an ending. And after every battle, you get a summary of how well you've done, coins spent, coins earned rather, which you can earn for tokens, and then you get moved on to the next fight, and so on and so on, until you reach the aforementioned Master Hand. There's not much that can be said about Adventure Mode, apart from it's more of an endurance race where you battle your opponents in the top left in different variety of situations, and see how far you can go. The main meat of the game, however, comes from the Subspace game, which is like a big story mode. You travel around the map, get a cutscene of what's happening. Usually bad guys teaming up trying to take over the world. and you can unlock some characters this way, including Sonic and Snake. And what's really cool about each fight, you get to choose who you want to be or in which order. So here I get to choose all 4. So I'm going to choose just randomly like that, and then I face this fight as Peach, and she gets knocked out, you get the next character, and so on and so on. With Battle All-Stars, there's only a handful of modes, the main core being the arcade mode, but there's also some training modes, character based and generically based, like different moves and jumping, etc. But each story mode is quite unique. It's with different characters, like a journey through the beginning and an end. And quite amusingly, in the middle you get a confrontation like this. I'll let them do the talk, it's quite funny, this one.
If this is the true threat to the Hellgast, we have nothing to worry about. One side, I have work to do. Speak clearly. You should have moved when you had the chance. Now you could have stand there mumbling, do you know how to use that sword? Good. Let's hope this provides more than a momentary diversion. Though somehow, I think it won't.
Then after your rival fight, you come to the main guy, which is this big head dude. And what I like about your rival fights, it always varies. So if you do one character, like I do with Radic, and face Sir Daniel, it's one sort of a conversation. And then if you play Sir Daniel, you come to Radic, it's completely different, which is quite nice. It's not lazily recycled. Kind of reminds me like in Soul Calibur 2 when you got your rival for the main boss. But yeah, it's pretty good. He's not too hard to defeat once you work out the best way to take out the minions he sends. You get 1, and then 2, and then 3. It's just about conserving your specials, using them smartly, and the guy himself's a piece of cake. He's no master hand, but hey, at least it's a bit original, I guess. And then after you get warped, like that, you get your final cutscene. Unfortunately, they're not fully animated as they are in Brawl. They're just sort of still. But it's better than text, I guess. Oh god, anything's better than text. Category 6, Multiplayer. As you can expect, both games have great local multiplayer. However, it's the online aspect I'm going to be focusing on in this review. So basically, Nintendo's Wii U hasn't got the greatest online capacity in the world, but I thought I'd give it a go. I really like how you got this train stage where you can give the dummy a good smack whilst you're waiting. Yeah, eat the sword, motherfucker! So here we are, a genuine match. Although it's a little hard to tell, there's no gamer tags. Well, there is actually, I just had to put a name in. Didn't actually save it to a server or anything. Yeah, it's okay. The controls are quite delayed, and as you can see here, it's quite laggy at times. Well, I say times, but half the matches are quite laggy. It's not a great system. And here we have a Battle Royale's network, where you can, on quick match, you can search for any conditions. And it's, as you can imagine, PlayStation, it's pretty good. It's quite fluid, quite respondent. The load times are not as long. As you can see here, we find the match only after a few seconds. So we dig away. It's the same rules as before, obviously. And it shows your gamer tags. I got Mr. Onion, look, there's his little icon face. So yeah, it's pretty good. A bit hectic. And as always, if someone ever picks Kratos, well, there's no point in finishing the match because they're going to win. It's very rare. Kratos is undoubtedly one of the best characters in the game. He just grabs people from anywhere and just so powerful. He builds up meter like a mother. Just unstoppable. So yeah, that's Pokemon Online. This award definitely goes to the PlayStation Battle Stars by far. But Nintendo's effort is not too bad, I guess. I thought I'd cover as well some extras covered in both games. The little party Brawl, quite a few as you can see, and this is the trophy hunting minigame. Sort of reminds like an old 2D rather shooter. You shoot down enemies and also trophies will come in view, and you got to blast them to win them like that. And then we get the home run contest. In this minigame you have to beat up the punching bag as much as possible and use the baseball bat to knock him out far into the distance and get the longest distance as possible. Watch this and see if you can beat my score using Lucas. why not send a video reply below? Show me your efforts. It'll be fun. You can also look at masterpieces from Nintendo's back catalogues, just short trial demos that help encourage you to buy the real thing over the Wii shopping channel, or hell, play it online for free, why don't you? And even more riveting is a whole complete catalogue of previous Nintendo systems up until March 2008. Looking at lots of plain text is really the way I want to spend my evenings on a fighting game. Also, in Brawl, you get to play with stickers. Yes, I'm serious. You can put stickers on pages, or you can even put them on for a special character of yours to make them stronger. Great! Just what I wanted in a fighting game. Nothing can top that, I hear you cry? Well, try looking at the Ender User License Agreement. Fun! Time to pass judgment with the verdict. And the winner is... Super Smash Bros. Melee. So there you have it. Both games are pretty good. If you have either system, they're worth a purchase, especially if fighting games, well, fighting party games are your thing. However, for me, my personal taste has got to be Melee. It's the pinnacle for me of the sort of genre. Spent many hours out on my trusty GameCube, and it's just the true essence to me of a fighting game. Although Brawl has online, although a bit sluggish and not overly the greatest experience, but still online, and it has more characters and stuff in it. I just feel there's something pure about Melee. It's some sort of charm it has that can't be matched at the moment. And maybe the Smash Bros on the Wii U or 3DS, whatever, will beat it. But currently, for now, Melee is my favourite. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale is pretty good. It does feel a bit sparse in comparison even to Melee. There's only a handful of character stages, and even, well, not as many, just about as many characters. You can just tell there's a space for DLC characters. And recently there has been announced some characters as DLC. And nothing against DLC, I think it's a good way to support the developers, but it's just something romantic about unlocking them, you know, with your skill and not having to pay a lot of money for one or two characters. Like some people. Capcom! Oh, sorry about that. A bit of a sneeze. Yeah, so they're all pretty good games. Pick them up. Let me know what you think in the comments below about these games, if you've had them, if you've played them, your favourite characters, whatever. I'm always open for suggestions and comments. So stick around, because we've got some more great videos coming up in the new year, and some of my games I get for Christmas. Some more videos come up, maybe of Far Cry 3, Assassin's Creed 3, Hitman Absolution, maybe my own contract, see if you can beat it. I also got WWE 13 for some wrestling fans out there. You know, just let me know if you'd like to see any of these videos, and of course there'll be some more SNES adventures coming up. I've had a few suggestions, so one or two of more will be coming soon. And that's it. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to all.
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you wanna test me, I'm sure you'll find the things I'll teach ya. Be sure to beat ya. Nevertheless, you'll get a lesson from teacher. Now kick.